Undoubtedly, the most devastating naval disaster of the war was the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. But the greatest U.S. naval tragedy ever to take place on the high seas occurred on a warm July morning just days before the end of the conflict. It involved a Japanese submarine captained by Matsushiro Hashimoto and the Navy's heavy cruiser, the Indianapolis. Its crew numbered over 1,100. After being hit by torpedoes, it's estimated that over 800 men were forced into the water. Hoosier James O'Donnell was aboard the Indianapolis on that fateful night. He was asleep on the deck when the torpedoes hit.
It woke you up, of course, right away, and you looked forward, and all you could see was a big flash of flame and everything. And as I understand, it took the bow off, and it hit back a little farther than that. Supposedly, we took 2 torpedoes, and one of them took the bow off, and the other hit in the ICC room, which was the communications center. So we went to a basket, which they had all rolled around the ship, different places, and to get these K-Pox, these big life jackets. And I found 2 of them in one of them, give them these other 2 fellows. Then we went to another, and I found one for myself. And we waited for a while, and then finally when it rolled over and was on its side, well, then I went over the side.
Now the men were in the inhospitable environment of the Pacific. After a few days, many men began to give up hope, drank the poisoned salt water, and died. Others, however, continued to hold out. The first rescue plane on the scene was that of Hoosier native Lieutenant Adrian Marks. With the men in the water disoriented, Marks decided to take desperate measures. He landed his PBY on the open sea and began to take on survivors.
We had that airplane filled full of men like sardines in a can. And we had them 3 and 4 deep in the fuselage, lying one on top of another. And finally, they simply couldn't get any more men in. And at that time, I cut the engines, streamed a sea anchor, and I climbed out of my cockpit up over the wing, and we went back, and we found a whole bunch of men in a group. And we brought them, and we hauled them up on top of the wing.
After the rescue, the world was amazed to learn that the Indianapolis was destroyed. Its captain, Charles McVeigh, was court-martialed and found guilty, a fact which many of the survivors resent.